Hi everyone! You can't open LinkedIn or YouTube these days without someone screaming AI in your face. It's in our phones, our laptops, computers, everywhere. And yes, it has finally arrived in our favorite PPM tool. BigPicture has officially launched its AI agent. So does this mean that the tool will now automatically reschedule all your tasks, adjust the timeline, your entire portfolio, resolve resource conflicts, and make coffee for your stakeholders? Well, no, not yet, at least. But here's the twist. While everyone is looking at the shiny new AI button, which is actually pretty colorful, Appfire released a massive update to the resources module and reporting that, let's be honest, is going to impact your actual day-to-day work much more than the AI agent will as of now. I'm Marta from Gecko. We help companies build better project portfolio management solutions. And today we're going to dive deeper into the latest big picture changes. We'll test the AI, but we will also look at the features that actually pay the bills. Better resource planning and contextual reports. Let's get right into it. All right, so let's start with the hottest topic, the AI agent. You can access it right here using this dedicated icon in the top menu. So what does this one actually do? Think of it as not as a project manager, but as a super librarian. This agent is designed to help you get in-context answers from the documentation. So let's say I would like to know how to configure a holiday plan. You ask a question and it provides you with a direct response with links for deeper reading. So instead of opening a new tab, searching it, you can scroll through the answer instead of 5 pages within the documentation, right? And it tells me how to configure it, where do I have to go, administration, resources, holiday plans, right? So I know all the steps that I have to follow to actually create what I need. And there's also this documentation page link in case I would like to know more about this topic. I know many of you enterprise clients are thinking, is this bot reading my company's secret roadmap? The answer is no. As per Appfire, the AI agent does not access your company's instance. So it cannot see your Jira tasks, it doesn't know your budget, and it can't help with data specific issues. Maybe you can see this yellow icon and you can see it tells you that this is a basic task, but you are not really sure what this means. Let's ask AI agent what a basic task is. Oh, okay, there's no information about the definition of a basic task. Okay, so we have to find this one on our own because the agent is not really capable of giving us the answer. How about asking one more, so giving another chance? What is the scheduling mode, let's say? You know that the scheduling mode is in here, right? So you can see which one has been used within your project. Okay, and now we have the answers. So the agent tells us what the scheduling mode really is within the big picture, which modes we have to choose from within the tool. So it's a pretty decent answer. It's actually a pretty good one. We also have this link to the documentation so we can read more about this topic. This feature, the AI agent, is rolling out gradually. So if you don't see it yet, no worries, don't panic, it's coming. Now, let's leave the future for a moment and look at the present. The task details window got a serious facelift. If you're like me and you don't really like scrolling through endless list of fields to find the one, BigPicture finally fixed this. The window now contains collapsible sections, so you can change the view a bit if in case, for example, you are looking for time estimates and that's it. Or you can, of course, look at everything that you have when it comes to all the details related to a given task. This keeps your view clean. This one is standardized, so it's available in the Gantt, resources, and calendar modules. And here's a tiny tip. Previously, editing tasks that didn't have dates available, like this one, the last one on within our view, it was pretty annoying, right? It sounds small, but if you are doing initial planning, this saves a ton of clicks because you don't have to place a task on the timeline. You can right click on it and hit edit so that you'll get to see all the details in here. You can also go to the task here on the left hand side and similarly right click and edit this one as well. Also, check this out, notes. You can see those little icons in here, like a sticky notes added to tasks. And this is new functionality rolled out as well. You can now create notes for Jira work items, like in here, for big picture boxes and basic tasks. Why use this one instead of Jira comments? Because these notes are public and they can act as a communication channel for the specific planning context in big picture. And notes are great for capturing decisions like we moved this one to Q1 because of budget cuts, etc. Right where the decision happened. And one last thing that it's also pretty new is this priority field that is available under this tasks details, and you can edit it directly here. And also, as soon as you go to the taskbar show and hit the priority, you can see this little icon appears on the timeline. So that's the really great visual treat in the Gantt chart. It will be displayed right next to your task. It takes the value from this built-in priority field, and now you can visually scan the timeline and see what priorities your tasks have, and also you'll get to see all the red icons screaming at you if your high priority items are slipping. Okay, grab your coffee because this is the main event. The resources panel in the Gantt module has been redesigned. Under this icon in here with those little people, you can show or hide resources, and then you'll get to see the panel down below. You can open it, expand it, and then first thing, aggregation. Currently, you can aggregate by your data by quarters, by months, weeks, and by time boxes. Pretty useful thing. Imagine you are a release manager and you don't really care about the actual daily hours. You want to know whether your team is overloaded within the next quarter. And let's say I look at my data and I can see that the operations and PMO teams are doing pretty fine. However, when it comes to developers, they're pretty loaded, so probably I should do something about it. And now the second innovation is that you can seamlessly switch between teams and individuals, right? So let's go to individuals and maybe the aggregation per month, and I can see what is exactly happening within December. But the real game changer is how we view that workload. So previously, we were mostly stuck with the hours. And now you can switch to original estimate or remaining estimate and story point. So in case this is the main denominator for you, then it's available in this module right now as well. This is huge for the Agile teams. If you use BigPicture for safe or general Agile planning, your teams estimate in story points. You'll get to see them in here, right? Before this update, the Gantt Resource view was probably pretty useless for you. Now you can actually see if a team is overcommitted on story points directly on the timeline within this Gantt resources view. So this bridges this gap between the waterfall Gantt view and Agile planning. And finally, last but not least, for our enterprise users, BigPicture is trying to save you from dashboard fatigue, and they have introduced automatic contextual reports. So instead of building a separate dashboard, BigPicture now displays a specific set of reports that you can see in here by default in the overview module. You can enable or disable them using this charts button, right? So you can choose which one you would like to look at. And first one is called boxes by status. So it tells me how many boxes are in progress, how many were completed, etc. So here you can see the percentage. In case you would like to see more details related to this one, you can expand it and then change the view, right? So the next one, next report is team's capacity. This one creates a visual check of your teams. It uses color coding based on the capacity threshold set up in the box type, and it also shows you the total capacity, the workload that's been assigned, and the remaining hours that we have as a remaining capacity, right? So this one currently also, it's also important to note that this one currently works only in hours. Then we have effort progress. In my case, we barely started this project. That's why you can see zeros. However, it tells you what the original estimate is, how much time was already spent so far, and what's the remaining estimate, right? And then the last one is related to OKRs. So you can see them by status. I have one at risk and 4 not yet started. So all the OKRs related to this particular box. So there you have it. The AI agent is a nice helper for learning, but the updates to resources and reporting, I would say, are the real tools for leading. BigPicture is evolving from just a planning tool into a complete ecosystem. But let's be real, having the features is one thing. Configuring them so your teams actually use them is another challenge. This is where we come in. At Genius Gecko, we don't just tell you which apps to install, which one are the recommended ones. We transform how companies work. So if you want to train your team, check out our Big Picture video training. We have a comprehensive free version and an advanced paid version. If you need a partner to help you configure your Jira Big Picture environment, migrate data, or optimize your processes, reach out to us directly. We love solving the hard puzzles that standard support can touch. And well, thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments whether you like those new features, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to more no-nonsense PPM advice. See you in the next one.